Did I miss something? Sorry, couldn't hear correctly. It was tagged me here.
I'm not sure. We're about to start the demo for Wallet Chat right now. We had M goes the distance. We have M goes the distance here. Jairus, you want to introduce us?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys. So we have M Goes the Distance here and Cyber Kevin from Wallet Chat, which is an app that allows you to engage with members of the community from wallet to wallet instead of having to rely on Discord, Telegram, and Twitter. So, yeah, without further ado, I'll let them get into the event so we can learn all about Wallet Chat. You guys are speaking, you're muted right now. Yeah, shout outs. M Goes the Distance in here. That's one of my good friends too in the space. And yeah, shout out Cyber Kevin.
Hey guys. And we can't seem to hear you if you're talking.
Hey, no, was just trying to set up my audio. Can you hear me now?
Yep, loud and clear now. All right, whenever you guys are ready, you can share your screen and we can get started.
Did we lose you, M? Or is it silent for everybody else?
Correct. It's silent for me.
Okay. Let me see if everything's going on with his PC. He said he's having some PC issues.
All right. Well, in the meantime, as gets his PC issues addressed, you could give us like a brief, some brief information on Wallet Chat.
Sure. I can share my screen as well. So we started this project probably about 3 months ago, maybe. We just saw the need that there wasn't a kind of a de facto wallet-to-wallet chat application out there. There's quite a few, but some are focused on DeFi trading, some are focused on different aspects. So we figured we would just try and make our own, kind of do everything from the back end to the front end ourselves, rather than relying on a specific third party to do some of that for us. So we know that we were really controlling end to end, every aspect that was happening. I can share my screen here and kind of go through a little demo of it as well. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with his machine.
Hey, sorry guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, Cool. I will do the demo. There's an issue with my audio, so I just rejoined on my PC and I cannot hear you, but you can hear me and I can share my screen. I think it'll be fine. I'll just do the demo and then I will switch back to my mobile for Q&A, so then I can hear you as well. I think that's gonna work. Okay, so you should see my screen now as well. Awesome. So I'm gonna give you a quick demo of Wallet Chat. Basically, what the hell is Wallet Chat? So it's a fairly simple infrastructure project which just adds the messaging functionality to your existing software. So what we're trying to do is not really, I would say, fully replace tools like Discord yet, but kind of moving in the direction of replacing or either supplementing the use of some of these Web2 messaging tools like Telegram and Discord. So you don't need to use Web2 native tools in order to communicate with other wallets, which you might not know. So that's what it is in a nutshell. This is our website. I will show you our web app. And you just log in with your MetaMask, which is already done for me because I have connected previously. And now, immediately here, this is just your inbox. So I already have some conversations happening here. Let's just see what happens if I initiate a new conversation. So in here, I can type in either any wallet's public address, and this is basically blockchain agnostic, or I can type in an ENS. So let's try one of our teammates' ENS. And I can initiate a conversation here. So I can use this for, well, let's say verifying that I am indeed transacting with the right address before sending it some token. Like that's an example use case that I have got going on here. Another use case would be if I'm on an NFT marketplace and maybe I want to bid on a specific NFT, I can see who is the owner of it, but I don't know their Twitter, I don't know their any Web2 social media. So using Wallet Chat, I can just contact them directly without knowing their identity. So that's direct messaging, fairly simple. Then we also have group messaging / community functionality. So in the second tab here, basically what has happened, after I have logged in with my wallet, Wallet Chat has automatically detected all the NFTs inside of my wallet. So as an example, I've got DAO NFT here, and Wallet Chat has created, or rather just taken me to a token gated group space here. So kind of like you would have in Discord, but obviously the workflow is much simpler. The advantage is that you don't have to go to Discord, connect your wallet, click a link in Collabland, which normally then takes you to an external website where you have to sign every time with your wallet for every NFT community that you want to join. Like there's the current workflow, which we all know is not great. It's not intuitive, and things like phishing attacks, clicking on malicious links, and losing assets inside of your wallet. So basically our workflow prevents all of this because you only sign once when you log into Wallet Chat for the first time, and then you can automatically join all of these NFT gated spaces without having to take any further action. So it's just simplifying all of that. So yeah, this is IronDAO. Then what we have also integrated recently is POAPs. So when I filter by the Gnosis chain here, these are all the POAPs in my wallet. I've got quite a lot of them, but for example, this is an ETH Amsterdam hackathon that I have joined. I think it was back in April or May. And basically same workflow as with the NFTs. It's just taken me to a group for the participants of this hackathon, so all the holders of that POAP. And now I have a way of basically contacting them and maybe keeping in touch after the event, checking in what's going on, stuff like that. So it's really adding extra utility to POAPs that I didn't have before. So that's POAPs. In the community tab, this is something that's under development, but basically we are going to be supporting custom groups which are not based on the NFTs that you hold. At the moment, there is just our own Wallet Chat HQ group with a little bit of activity here. And that's it. That's really like the basic architecture. So it's very simple, direct messages, NFTs and POAPs, and custom groups, all based on your wallet identity. And then just another thing that I want to highlight. So we are available as a web app, obviously. In here, we are also available as a browser extension that you can download. I can show you real quick just how different using that is. So let's see if this works. I'm showing you OpenSea because basically the thing that the browser extension does is if you are on an NFT marketplace website, whether it's OpenSea or LooksRare or X2Y2, and you're looking at an NFT, it automatically detects some contextual information about the NFT, and it automatically gives you the option to message the owner. So I want to show you that, but OpenSea is a little slow to load, which is not surprising. Yeah, okay, let's see if this works. So browser extension here, which, by the way, gives you like a little notification count showing you any unread messages you might have. And if I click on this, I sign in. Yes, it works. So I have all the functionality that I have just shown in the web app, but also here, I automatically have option to see the NFT and the owner, which is here, and say like, hey, buy your ape, and if whatever. So that's browser extension. And what we are also doing, just FYI, so we are also trying to, or rather partnering up with various dApps directly. whether it's NFT marketplaces or wallets or various trading websites, and we offer API access to integrate directly with dApps. And another thing that I can maybe just very briefly flash as a mockup, we are also developing a widget like this, so we can integrate into any dApps website very easily. It's going to look something like this under development. Yeah, that's Wallet Chat. That's really the functionality. I think I've been talking already for a bit too long, so I would love to hear from you guys. Any questions? Just open a conversation about, what are your thoughts? What is, etc. I'm just gonna switch to my mobile audio so I can actually hear you.
This looks just extremely cool. We'll wait for him to be back.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. I have a question here. So what's the difference between the community chat and the group chat?
So one of the chats is more centered around an NFT. I guess you could say it's like an NFT community. The more generic community chats would be something like Bankless DAO or Wallet Chat, or your football team your fantasy football team. It's kind of a custom group that you can token gate based on a wallet address versus like more of a public group that's token gated based on owning that NFT.
Okay, so would the community group pull out token holders by itself, or the token holder has to join, by themselves rather than
So
putting?
currently how it works is anytime you sign up for Wallet Chat, you're auto joined to that community, the one that M showed, kind of on the furthest one down. That part's still under development, so that there will be like a user interface portion where you can set up your own. So you could say, hey, I want these 10 addresses to be allowed to chat here, or make it public. It'll be kind of open in that sense.
I see. Yeah, it's a really great feature because before, when you join a Discord community, you might know someone is the NFT holder, but you don't know which NFT they are holding. But with your product, it seems that I can exactly know which NFT they are holding right now, right?
Yep, you should be able to do that. No problem. I mean, there's automatic links right within. You can click right on the person's name, and there's links that bring you right to Etherscan or OpenSea, so you can kind of easily see what's there. So for sure.
I see. So if the NFT holder does not install the browser extension, you send a message to the person. How could they receive the message?
That's a great question. Currently, that's kind of like $1 million question. Similar to BlockScan chat, if you guys are familiar with that. Sometimes you might send a message out there. Currently, unless that user is a Wallet Chat user, they wouldn't know. We've explored some other ways. There are apps that allow you to drop an NFT, with a text message, as the metadata. We found that might be a little bit scammy. I don't know if you received an NFT that said, hey, go to this link, you might not, you probably wouldn't do that, just out of security. So we're exploring some options there, but currently, one of our strategies is to kind of just integrate with NFT marketplaces, or DAOs or things like that, where you might already have this an application. So we also have API access that can be integrated.
I see. Yeah, if you like integrate with OpenSea, it'll be great because everybody gonna use it by default and they can communicate with
Right.
each
I
other.
mean that would be great. Places like LooksRare have started integrating with BlockScan chat, but the downside of that is it brings you out to a separate page, and again, people don't necessarily know they have a message waiting there. So if they could actually show notifications integrated into the marketplace, that would be the best. Secondarily, our extension shows those notifications, but again, a user has to have that extension to see them.
Got it. Thank you. Awesome features.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
one
do
question
see.
I have. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so like if I was to use Wallet Chat for a group chat, is there a maximum amount of members I could have in the group?
No, we don't have any current limitations. Other than maybe resource utilization at the moment, but we haven't set any sort of maximum limits like Discord has 100 in their voice chat, or only 100 in the like this sort of stage kind of environment. We haven't limited anything like that yet.
Nice. And if a DAO was to use Wallet Chat, let's say, because I know it's not like on par to eliminate the use of Discord just yet, but when it does get to that level, what would that look like? Like, how would Wallet Chat eventually replace platforms like Discord?
Yeah, I mean, I think completely replacing might not happen for a long time, until the general population just doesn't want to use email or their phone as a login for something. And by then maybe even Discord starts letting you use your wallet instead of your phone or an email. I think the user base will kind of drive some of that. I mean, wallet chat in with enough development time, it could we could have GIFs and video and text, not just text message, but we're just kind of starting out slow in that sense. But someday it could replace, just like MySpace was the coolest social media to begin with, but eventually somebody just came out and made it more user friendly.
I have a question about how the data gets sent between wallets if someone's offline. So basically, where does the data live in this for this app?
Yep. So I see some questions about privacy, and that's a great question. Where does the data live? So currently it is like more or less a fully Web 2 solution, just built on top of normal wallet infrastructure architecture. So we have a Web 2 API that the data lives back in a database that we own. We do have end-to-end encryption coming out soon. It's not there quite at the moment, but if it was offline, if a user was offline, that message would just sit in our database. So it's not like the message gets sent and it only lives on each endpoint. That has been a recurring question we've had from most people is where does the data live, and what happens if I send someone a message and they're offline. We think that's really the most powerful thing, and we're 100% open source. We're not you can review that code. It's just like MetaMask. They leave your private key on your within your browser, and everything's encrypted end to end. Does that fully answer the question?
Yeah, I've got a ton more questions that I think I could spin off of that one. Like my understanding of Ethereum encryption, like if I wanted to encrypt a message to your public address, my understanding is I can for like a limited thing, but for larger content like videos and stuff, there need to be like an AES handshake between the two first. So I'm glad to hear that is being worked on. But
Yep, for sure. So what we actually do, and again, because we're open source, there's nothing to hide here. We don't use the actual Ethereum level encryption. So what you do when you sign into currently what we do when you sign into Wallet Chat, you're basically generating a secondary wallet, which we can do, and public and private keys, so we can use AES. We can use different types of encryption if we wanted to for larger amounts of data. But that private key only sits on your end. We never have that private key on our side of the database. So if you were to, completely delete all of that without backing it up, we would have no way to recover that for you. So that's one way we make this a little bit more usable, that you don't have to sign you don't have to sign the message every time you send a text, because that would be, more or less totally unusable. So you can kind of think of it like you have a secondary hot wallet under the hood, and to me that's also a nice thing, because we never access anything regarding your private keys or anything like that within MetaMask or any other wallet that we'll support in the future.
Another quick question that came to mind then. So do you use sign in with Ethereum at all, or is it completely a ground up like you built it yourself login standard?
No, so right now it is using we mainly use MetaMask. We support Wallet Connect Limited and also Sequence Wallet. So we are using like EVM based signing to first log in, and then we're using standard traditional encryption from there. So we're basically using that EVM signature to prove that that wallet owns these set of public keys, and from there we can kind of chain that encryption and the proof of trust through that.
I have a thought that I wanted to share. A really cool product to begin with. So like the way you described, like how you're able to like permissionlessly join these conversations or through your NFT and POAPs and all that, I am almost like viewing it like a metaverse of its own, like a chat metaverse kind, where you are maybe able to like in the future go back to all these conversations that might have happened around these events in your life, which are captured through POAPs and generally like all the communities you're part of. So is that what do you feel of that framing?
I mean, that's definitely one of our focuses with POAPs, is that we feel like they're kind of the utility is not quite there at the moment. So like you may go to all these events and you're like, cool, I got a POAP. I was at this booth and I got a POAP. But what do I do with it now? Is it just something like it's cool because I have 10 of them or 100 of them? We're also hoping to add some utility there, so that just like you said, all these life events, and you may say, hey, I met these really cool people when I visited this booth and I got a POAP. I have no idea who they are, though. I lost the contact card, or I didn't even get their name. But then you can potentially go into this group chat, if it becomes widely used, that you could end up saying, hey, I met 3 people, they had this cool idea and I want to talk to them again. That's a really cool use case that I don't think exists today. And there could be many things there. As POAPs start adding more functionality, maybe maybe they start issuing POAPs when an event starts. So you say, hey, I was at this event with a bunch of cool people at ETH Amsterdam, and like 90% of the participants of ETH Amsterdam are now joining this conference. So that might be something I want to do. So it can kind of encourage you to do similar things as well. So we're hoping to add that sort of utility as well.
Just a quick one, which I think is an important question. Are you able to delete chat once you have posted it?
We will
a
certainly
message.
have that option. As of right now, we don't have that, but it would be very simple. It's just another UI item we'll have to do, and yeah, that would work just fine.
Awesome, thank you.
What's been the
So at the moment, okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, what's been the experience from mobile phone users?
So right now we've been primarily focused on desktop. It does work for Android mobile. We don't have a native mobile app yet. We don't have that in the immediate roadmap just because of all the other features we have so far. But we are aware that tons and tons of users come into crypto in general with mobile only. So that's why we do support Android mobile. It does work. So I would say so. Because we haven't developed specifically for mobile, it's not perfect by any means. But the extension user interface kind of extends to the mobile in a browser at least. But longer term, we will certainly try and make a native app based on this, so it's the user experience is much better. But we don't have a ton of feedback other than mobile users want it more.
So Kevin, I'm wondering what's your revenue model? How do you is that collecting subscription fees from the user, or how does it work?
Maybe I'll let M speak to that one. Are you able to speak, or are you only listening here, M? I can't remember.
Yes, I believe I'm able to speak.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So awesome. Well, thank you for that. That's actually a great question. And to be 100% honest with you, it's still something we're trying to figure out. Initially, whatever we're offering, everything is for free, which it's kind of necessary to really build the traction we need to build. And I think the way we view it is, this basic functionality is always gonna remain free, but we definitely see the potential to develop some extra features and monetize those in the future. It could be a similar business model to Discord. So Discord is also free to use, but for communities, you can buy Boost when your community reaches a certain size, and when you want to unlock, certain premium features, like in Discord's case, is stickers and I don't know, like high quality of audio and whatnot. So in our case, maybe it's different set of features, but we could definitely come up with some features that will be monetizable in the future.
Thank you.
Another question: is there any moderation that is possible around these community discussions, around the POAP? What if somebody is is any kind of moderation possible or in the roadmap for these discussions? And who is an owner of these communities, things like that?
That's actually an amazing question as well. And again, to be perfectly honest, it's not something we have spent too much time thinking about yet, but we're gonna definitely have to soon. I think, at the moment, there is no admin or there is no owner to any specific group. Everything is just permissionless, and anybody who can join can post whatever they want to post. I think the first change we might make down the line is to just have an owner who can do things like post announcements. So if it's an NFT group, maybe if you are the owner of the address that owns the contract on OpenSea, then you could have admin rights like pushing updates to the community through wallet chat, which could actually be, I think, super useful, to get updates from your communities directly to your wallet instead of Discord. And maybe as an extension of that, they or someone else on the delegate TBC could also have some moderation rights.
but yeah, we would need to explore further how that would work.
Yeah, it's really a great product.
Thank you.
Agreed. Yeah.
So if you know if any of you guys like what you saw, I would love to have you to test out our web app for yourselves. You can just go to walletchat.fan. It's live there. You can connect with our wallet, and also, yeah, if you have any more feedback, if you want to get in touch with us, or ask any more questions, just feel free to DM us on Discord. We would love to hear from you. And also you can get in touch on Twitter. You can follow Wallet Chat for updates. The Twitter handle is wallet_chat.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, everyone.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I see that Jairus is not here. Thank you for joining us and giving us a demo of Wallet Chat. Definitely, I think many of us are going to check it out. I've already connected my wallet, and yeah, look forward to everything you all have in store.
Thank you, sir. Our pleasure.
Thank you.
And thank you to everyone who joined the demo.